Welcome back to the channel. Here we are, Forbes.com. MCU report. No Eternals 2, Captain Marvel 3, Ant-Man 4 as Disney gets risk-averse. Really? After all those bombs? Let's go. Disney scaling back on the MCU, or so they're thought to have been, and they recently have become overloaded with underperforming films in theaters and vastly expensive shows on Disney Plus, which we know that very few people that aren't complete brainlet MCU stans watch. Now, there are a few people that watch these shows because they like a particular character, and yet I hear them say, well, I wish this was done different. I wish this was done different. I wish this was done different. But nobody was asking for Echo. Nobody was asking or clamoring from the Darkhold Diaries, Agatha Harkness show. Loki is not coming back. They're not going to do another season of WandaVision. They are not going to continue this trash. I don't believe there's going to be an Echo, but we'll look at this article and see what it says here.
Fade in.
Insider Daniel Rickman is reporting the Eternals 2 is no longer in development, and other potential projects like a third Captain Marvel movie or fourth Ant-Man movie will not be pursued. If you've been tracking Marvel hits and misses, these three specifically may not come as huge shock as something Marvel does not want to invest in from here. All performed poorly, relatively speaking, among critics and the box office, the last three films in question. Here we go. Now, we'll look at these numbers. Eternals, 47% Rotten Tomatoes, 402 million worldwide. We know that movie either barely scraped by a profit or lost money. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, 46 on Rotten Tomatoes, 476 worldwide. That one definitely lost money because of the ballooning budget and reshoots. And we know the Marvels lost upwards of $100 million, 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, $206 million worldwide. It says, I think the Marvels was probably the movie alarm bell that set all this off, while the $200 million Secret Invasion was probably the show alarm instead. I forgot about Secret Invasion because I never watched any of it. I didn't need to see these characters. Oh, well, they've been Skrulls all along. They've been Skrulls since Winter Soldier. They've been Skrulls. Shut the God, that's as bad as Captain Marvel, that dumpster fire movie. Retconning. Well, the Avengers are named after Carol. She was the first Avenger. Liar! And there's a reason why the second movie was downgraded to a team-up movie with three unlikable characters that nobody cares about. Another one, Miss Marvel. Is that show going to get a second season? Probably not. No chance, so that's what you got. Paul Tassi brings it all back. I don't think it's wise for Marvel to ditch Brie Larson's Captain Marvel and Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan. They should be given more to do, not less, given how great she is in the role. As for Ant-Man and the Wasp, they can show up as Avengers, I suppose, but Eternals is probably going to have to remain a what could have been situation, and I would not expect to see them again.
They're incredibly diverse, and the Eternals is just the diversity of this cast here. It's a diverse team.
It just led us to look for a diverse cast who happened to be a diverse cast.
They're incredibly diverse, and the Eternals is just the diversity of this cast here, and bringing diversity to the fore.
No, and I don't care.
That really begs the question. Why did they make the Eternals? Oh, yeah, the Eternals was going to save lives. It was diverse. It was inclusive. It was going to save lives. It was diverse. It was inclusive. But it was a shit movie. And I'm sorry. Makari, the character, the deaf one, played by the deaf actress from The Walking Dead, whose name eludes me right now because it's irrelevant. That was the dumbest decision. Number one, they race swapped all the characters because we had to make it diverse and inclusive so it could save lives. And we had to add more women.
Women.
But in all seriousness, you don't create perfect beings and then give one of them a major physical flaw, such as being deaf.
You out of your goddamn mind.
Like, that doesn't play. Oh, well, it heightened her other senses. Yeah, but still she's deaf. That doesn't play out the way you thought it would. That's stupid writing. For the sake of, oh, look, disabled people can see themselves in this too with representation. Do you think, and this is just off the top of my head, I know there's some roles where folks that have disabilities would like to see themselves but this is a superhero movie. So you're telling me that any handicapped folks watching this genre, the escapist genre, don't want to take their mind and alleviate themselves of their current situation and escape, hence the name Escapist Entertainment, and, put themselves in another world in their mind so they can kind of live vicariously through this character doing all this cool stuff on screen? Or do they want to be in the exact same situation but see it played out on screen, albeit for, virtual head pats on the part of the creatives? No, they don't. They want to escape from their situation. That's why we all watch Escapist Entertainment, but these idiots don't understand that. On-screen representation of underrepresented, groups it's gone. I mean, you've got the tipping point, and it's gone well beyond that, because now it's just, let's throw all this bullshit at the wall and see what sticks. So yeah, Marvel shelving these projects doesn't surprise me. I mean, they're talking about bringing Tobey back, Spider-Man 4. What? They're re-releasing all the Spider-Man movies in the theaters starting in April, okay? They are hurting for money right now because they know their MCU stuff ain't gonna cut it. Now, you have Deadpool 3 this year, which, and I know even people who are like, I'm not watching any of this shit, are going to watch it, okay? So, and I'm not saying that to denigrate them at all, because you're free to watch whatever you want, but if you're going into this, you have to know that's where your money's going, is to Disney. And I know there's people, you're huge Deadpool fans, and me not being one of those, and I'm not saying, I hate the character, or I'm being contrarian. I just never really paid attention to the character until the first movie came out, and I watched it, and it was fine and fun, and I watched the second one, and that was something. It was a movie. By and large, I don't care about the character at all. I really don't. I have no ties or loyalties to the character. But if people want to watch the movie and enjoy it, you do you. You do you. You go have fun, enjoy the movie, and that's all I can hope for you, is that you enjoy it. But my thing is, what I'm saying about Deadpool 3 is correlating it to this. That movie's probably going to make all the dough. That's the only movie they're releasing this year. That's going to make all the dough. Now, you'll have them that'll falsely inflate, I think, the MCU's bad. It's we're going to hear from the press, guaranteed, the Access Media, as soon as that movie does well. Marvel's back, the MCU's back, and then they're going to start releasing a bunch of garbage again. And just mark my words, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit it, but this video is recorded on March 15th, so when Deadpool comes out in, July? I don't even know when it comes out. But when it drops, if the Access Media doesn't immediately start, the MCU's back, then I'd be very shocked. And another show they shelved, and a character that was supposed to be in Deadpool 3 was She-Hulk, and according to some rumors, reports, she was cut from the movie. Tatiana Maslany was fired by Ryan Reynolds, because he has control, and the rumors were that She-Hulk beat Wolverine in a humiliating fashion in a fight in the movie, and kind of, emasculated the character. I can't blame him for that, not wanting to see that. This is somebody Hugh Jackman's been playing this role for 24 years. Do we really need to see him come back to be humiliated by some 100-pound? Well, I mean, I know it's She-Hulk, which they massacred that character as well.
Black girl magic!
But there you have it, folks. Marvel shelving these nonprofit Marvel movies. That's pretty much what all their movies have been, is nonprofit movies. They're just tax write-offs at this point. And as I said, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which I didn't even mention, one of the most successful movies since Endgame. You got, all this other garbage that came out. I didn't even talk about Wakanda Forever because it's trash. It's trash. You don't make a movie without the titular character, and they did that. So, yeah, this is just a non-issue for me. It's funny. That's why I wanted to record this video, because it's so funny to see this big billion-dollar corporation that tells us we're ists and phobes for not liking trash entertainment, and then the stands jumping on Twitter. You guys are just a bunch of neckbeards. I assure you, my beard is neatly trimmed. Well, not trimmed, but it's very well kept, and it's not on my neck. So there's that. But anyway, folks, if you want to catch me, live every Monday and Tuesday. You can catch me sometimes over on the World Class Bullshitters on Thursday nights, Thursday afternoons right here, 1 Eastern for Tales from the Crypt commentaries. And trust me, as we roll into April, you're going to see a lot more single release videos with the new schedule on the channel and the rebrand and everything. So stick with us. If you're not subscribed yet and you're new here, welcome. Subscribe, ding the bell for notifications. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think of Marvel shelving all this trash. And yeah, you can join if you want as a channel member, $2.99, $4.99. If not, just subscribe. It's free. It always will be. Thank you. I'm Etep, and from the Place to Be Reviews, I've been here with all you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I will catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away.